about that and more coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Eagles of Houston taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brockman, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Al down to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Fights through and now a crease. Still on his feet. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles at 9-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll try again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a...
There he goes, left side! Touchdown, Washington! Charlie Jones, 30 yards! And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this up yet, but everyone hits to worry about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the number. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Powell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Powell from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he's going to have the Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. It's a gain of 4 that time, and that leads to a Washington first down. Off-play action. It's Howell. And this one too low. You look at this Eagle defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Howell. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And Howe will throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Howe looking to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's good for Washington.
Now Howe. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing here, Howell. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Howell out of the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And now out comes Houston. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The call for Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Powell throwing on first down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Powell's throw complete there to Beckham. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. Touchdown, Washington. Charlie Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But first down, Hurts. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
second down. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Howell's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Howell now to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Oh, now Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
63. Commanders 35.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now a timeout.
7 seconds left in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Howell.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banked.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
46 yards.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. First possession of the second half now for Washington. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Powell over the middle, complete. That's Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Jones will come now in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Touchdown, Washington.
Odell Beckham. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Houston set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion right is Watkins.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Hurts.
He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 69 yards.
And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
78 yards.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. On first down, Howell. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to claw one back. Extra point by York is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And out now come the Eagles.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Barkley, inside handoff. Gets past one man.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Saquon Barkley, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. Houston's offense taking over again. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins,
85 yards.
and the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And Howe will throw it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Kobe Dean in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 63. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they... So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of a yard.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Powell out of the shotgun. Now this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's good for a Commander's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for John Bates. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Howe with another throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckel. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Howe. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tanner Muse with it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Washington. Charlie Jones, 39 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This taken in right around the goal line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 84 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now throwing on first down here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, Howell. Short throw here, the tight end Bates.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Howell looking to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. First down, Howell to throw.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Howell.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another throw for Howell. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jamin Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Howell down to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Back to throw, Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Howell with one final shot.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because